Yeah, but imagine, Richie, they were telling me that was around maybe by the time we were getting to the hospital, it was some minutes past 7, almost going to like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
But the baby came at 12:05 a.m.
Wow.
But hata nimeenda mbali, turudi hapa nyuma kidogo Richie. Now, so come January, my due date was 16th of January. But the first week of, I remember waking up one morning. I was actually due for clinic the same day. But I wake up, it's around 6 a.m. and I'm feeling a bit funny. So I go to the loo and I'm peeing. But I come back and tell Abel, I don't know, that pee felt very weird. I feel like I was peeing, but the pee haishi. So nashindwa, kwa nini hii pee haishi? So he's like, okay, because we are due for clinic today, 22 clinic. We see the doctor, then atuambie kunaendaji. So this is on the 4th of January 2010. 4th of January 2010. So we go for clinic. Our clinic was at Nairobi Women's in Hurlingham. Huko ndio daktari wetu alikuwa. So tunaingia, tunamaliziwa clinic because we were there very early. So after Nini, I just went straight to the shower and we went to, so we were there very early. We were actually the first patients. So we do our clinic thing. The doki says, of course, you're going to feel these things now because ni dakika ya lala salama. So you're going to feel some weird things. But bado, see you after.
Dakika ya lala salama. That's what you call it.
Salama, yes.
That's when the baby's coming.
Yes. So the doctor was, see you after 2 weeks. Actually, he told me 2 weeks. He didn't even tell me after 1 week. He told me, see you after 2 weeks. But in case of anything, you just give me a call, right? So you are like, okay. So we are done. Mashughuli zimeisha. Oh, tulikuwa pia na Philip. Philip was our handbag. We used to carry him. Wherever. Kila mali tulikuwa tunaenda na yeye. So we were like, okay, so tumemaliza after ni mapema, let's go have some breakfast. So this story, the way I tell it, and the way they tell it, like Abel and Philip, is very different. Because in my head, I know we went for breakfast at Diamond Plaza. But they say we went for breakfast at Capital Center. Sasa ndio ujue maneno ilikuwa ishaanza kuchemka. So by the time now we are having this breakfast, tunaranda because now we have the whole day, and I remember it was on a holiday. I don't know what was happening on that day, but ilikuwa ni some sort of a holiday or something. So the plan was zunguka tu the whole day, tuzurure. Tuko nile gari ya Miss Morgan. Hiyo ndio ilikuanga gari ya kila mtu.
Yes.
When you need a car, you would go and borrow it from her. So we zurura. Then at some point, naanza kufeel, I'm feeling something. Like there's like a pain that's coming and then disappearing after some time. So I am a bit uncomfortable. I can feel a bit of discomfort. But see, the doctor said what?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So every time they would say, ama turudi hosi, I would tell her, the doctor said we see him after 2 weeks. And then cause najikaza, and in my head it's 2 weeks. So me, everywhere they want us to go, I want us to go there. Like staki turudi, twende ni tukazurure, wacha tutuzurure. Richi we zururad up until maybe around 5. Then we were like, okay, turudini nyumbani. But by 5 p.m. tukirudi home.
Yo uchungu.
Asikia hapana, hii uchungu inazidi. Hii uchungu ni kama inaenda tu ikizidi. So we get home, this is Pangani now. Tunakaa, tuna chill because I went straight to bed. Like tulifika tu hivi kama nimeenda straight bed. And walikuwa nakaa wananiangalia. Naambia najikaza tu, but I can feel these contractions are not.
So now you know the contractions.
Now I know for sure because they are coming na zinaenda.
Yes.
Zinakuja zikienda. But sasa hapa nani ashaipata mtoto tena? Kuna mtu akona hii experience.
Hakuna app, you know, app contraction.
Hakuna app. So Philip decides to call his sister, Flo. Flo is Phil's first sister and Flo is a doctor. So Phil decides, let me call Flo. So anapigia Flo. Flo anasema, I need you to time those contractions.
Yep.
Hey, mko wapi? Tukamwambia tuko kwa nyumba. I need you to time. So Abel and Philip came. Wana time. Wakatime mara kama 3 wakaona inasema like they are 5 minutes apart. Flo was like, of course, sasa hizi walikuwa wananiambia baadaye because wahange panic mbele yangu, walienda kupanic na huko. Ati Flo aliwaambia, what are you guys doing in the house? Mnafanya nini kwa nyumba? Tokeni saa hizi mwende hospitali. But sasa I remember by jioni kuna kwanga na traffic tu kawaida, right? Juu ndio watu wana mashughuli zao whatever. So wanakuja wananiambia Flo amesema tuende hosi daktari ya kuangalie because now the contractions are a bit as in 5 minutes apart si kidogo. So
hold on, so now you know baby anakuja leo.
Yeah, but you see, Richie, let me tell you,
if 2 weeks.
Like so in my head I know ni contractions na mtu anaweza kwa kikam, but you see as in my naivety in my head bado najua ni 2 weeks.
Doctor alisema 2 weeks.
But doki alisema ni 2 weeks. Wakaniambia hapana, Flo amesema tu twende hosi hata kama ni 2 weeks twende tu wa confirm. So I had already packed a hospital bag. At least Abel akachukua hiyo. Sasa wakanibeba tukaenda kwa gari. And we started our way to Nairobi Women's Hospital. So hapa Richie siwezi kuambia what was happening. Mimi siwezi kuambia between kutoka kwa nyumba na kufika hospitali. I can't tell you for sure what was happening. But them they know the stories. Wao wanakuanga na stories. Wananiambianga at some point they were telling me Philip was driving on the wrong side of the road. Kwa sasa huku nyuma yani nimeanza kayamba. Like huko backseat things are happening and they can tell hapa and you can imagine it's just them. Yes. You can imagine the panic because you can imagine panic yenye wako nayo tu wanashindwa guy nini tumefanya, kwa nini hatukwenda hospitali mapema. Anyway, we get to the hospital and of course I get straight into the doctor's room hapo for checkup and they check and they say I am actually 8 centimeters dilated. So
what is normal? What is when baby is coming?
It's 10 centimeters. Baby is anakoredi kutoka.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And you know it starts at 2 centimeters inaenda progressive. So yangu ilikuwa imeenda. So hii uchungu nasikia ni kwa sababu yes, baby is coming. I am in labor for real. Like labor. Like this baby is coming. What? Yeah, but imagine Richie, they were telling me that was around maybe by the time we were getting to the hospital it was some minutes past 7, almost going to like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
But the baby came at 12:05 a.m.
Wow.
But hata nimeenda mbali, turudi hapa nyuma kidogo Richie. Now so it's quick she has to be admitted, apelekwe labor ward because she's in labor now full on, so the baby is gonna come any minute. The baby is coming now. So it's still Abel and Philip, but then Miss Morgan comes because now by the time we were going to the hospital because we were all living together. Yes. So nika tulikuwa sisi watu watahidia nika tukunaishi wote in the same apartment. So they knew. So walikuwa wanafuata nyuma. Wakasema ndeni tunawafuata. So Miss Morgan was there. There was a lady alikuwa anaitwa Becky Watahidi. So walikuwa hapo. But now by the time unaingia ward na unakaa kwa kitanda, sasa hapo you're singing all the songs you know. Yeah, but at some point, no, these are stories I'm told. Because let me tell you, when they say you actually, at that particular moment, you're mentally not okay, inakuanga ni ukweli. Like unakuanga umechizi kidogo your time. Because these are stories they tell me. I don't remember anything that was happening your time. So at some point, apparently when it got too bad, like so bad, Phil alienda akachukua Abel akamtoa. Because you see he's there. And you see,
Abel
there's
was
nothing
there.
you can do.
Yes.
Like when you're in labor before you're taken out to the delivery room when it's, now the baby is coming.
Yeah.
Abel was there, but you know, there's nothing he can do. Like, anangalia when you're in so much pain, but
it's the most useless feeling a man has.
I know.
A man, it's because we are seeing excessive pain.
But you can't do nothing.
Nothing.
There's nothing you can do actually at that point. So anyway, so Philip anasema alikuwa anaona tu guy huyu atachizi. Huyu kijana atachizi akikaa hapa. Anyway, akamchukua wakaenda kutafuta nini. So by the time they are coming back, already mtoto ameshakuja. Yeah.
Was it a natural birth?
Natural birth.
Okay.
Very, like, no complication, nothing. Like, the baby was healthy, nothing. Everything was just perfect. So immediately the baby came. Philip says, immediately I went to the delivery room. The nurse called. Kuambia sasa mnaweza kuja. So, but by the time Abel alikuwa anaingia in the delivery room, the baby was already out. So alipata nurse akienda kumwei. So he was there, he cut the umbilical cord, nini wakamwei pamoja, all those things. And he was so happy. Apparently kulikuwa na machozi hapo, but mimi unajua tema yasikumbuki kama kulikuwa na machozi or anything. Yeah, and it was a baby girl, and he was so happy because now
you didn't know the gender before the sex?
No, I knew. I knew, like at 5 months.
Oh.
I knew it was a baby girl. And I remember when I found out, because nilikuwa nimeenda clinic, and hiyo clinic nilikuwa peke yangu na mtu wa Kaba. Kuna mtu mwingine, but he passed away. He was such a good guy. Alikuwa beshtia Abel sana. So if Abel was not available to take me to the hospital for my clinics, he is the guy who used to take me, and he would take. Yani alikuwa anakaa ni kama yeye ndio baba ya mtoto. Juu hakuwa ananiacha, like tulikuwa tunaenda huko kwa madaktari, anakaa na mimi until nimalize turudi home. Imagine.
That's
like
nice.
He would come sit with me. So I remember that particular clinic nilikuwa na that cab guy. And when I found out, I called Abel. He was so happy because he said, imagine mamangu hajakufa, mamangu amefufuka.
Wow.
Because now Mumbus is named after.
So what are her official names?
Stephanie Mumbwa.
Okay.
And mom was Rose Mumbwa. Yeah. So she's named after Abel's mom. Yeah. So it's a baby girl. We are happy. So let me tell you something else that's funny. So apparently my mom and my big sister and my small sister, Jesh, apparently they came with a friend of ours from home. His name is Paul.
Yeah.
Paul alikuwa na gari. So apparently walikuja hiyo usiku. These are things I can't remember. So by the time mtu yeye anafika, walipata mtu yeye ashafika na nisharudishwa ward sasa. Tuko na mtu yeye hapo. Apparently walikuwa. Richie, I don't remember these things.
No,
sikumbuki nikiona babangu.
I understand. Hey, labor.
Labor is just crazy.
Labor is it's something else.
Yeah. And
how did it feel to hold now when your conscious comes back and you're holding your daughter and now you realize you're a mother? You're your mother.
Imagine, it felt so good. It felt so good. But, so they actually brought, after amekatwa umbilical cord, the way they tie, walimleta, nikakaona nini. But they took the baby away and only brought back the baby the following morning at 6 a.m.
Why?
Because I was tired. They said I was too tired to even sleep with the baby.
I get it.
Yeah. You know, this is a 22-year-old. Oh, so by the time the baby is coming, he had already turned 22. So this is a 22-year-old.
Wow.
Who is very young, nika chana tu kadogo, small but nika tiny too. So what nurses wanna feel, So after they said I was too exhausted, it was not a good idea for me to sleep with the baby that night.
And you had labored for 4 hours from that. Yeah, I mean, like from the moment you arrived hospital.
Exactly. But remember, nini zangu zilianza mchana. So I had labored the entire day. Ni mimi tunajikaza nikisema.
Yeah. And you know that process, you need fluids, you need as is happening.
Okay.
Not like I've been through it, I'm just saying.
That's true, yeah. So apparently my mom was there, but they went home at some point. Because immediately I was taken back to the ward.
To Kibirigwi?
No. Yeah, they went back home. No. They didn't go back because she came the following day. Sijui, by the hata sijui mama.
Yeah, it's okay.
These things I don't even remember.
This one we know
it's labor.
It's labor.
It's labor. So At some point but they say immediately I was taken back to the ward, ni mimi nilikuwa nawafukuza waende home. Because I was so exhausted, I just needed to sleep.
Nice.
But you know the relief that comes, it's so, I don't know, yani Mungu tu ni wa miujiza. Richie, let me tell you, the minute that baby comes out, the pain disappears.
Gone.
Completely. Like it, yani mpaka unashindwa, mimi nilikuwa nasikia uchungu. Like the pain just goes away. I think it's just God's way of, ndio next time ukisikia kurudi hapo. Usikumbuke uchungu. Yeah, so apparently I was the one telling them to go home. Like, go home, I need to sleep. And until I remember the following morning at 6 a.m. when the nurse brought now the baby, Mumbus.
How was that feeling?
It was the best feeling. Yani, because I remember they actually shy you to go shower first, and then they bring you some breakfast, and now they bring the baby. Yeah, nakumbuka hapo sasa ndio lessons za breastfeeding, all those things. That is what now was the first few hours. That is what you're doing with the nurse. And I had the best nurses.
You know, this is my version of what I've always thought. I'm really glad for this CTA, is that you had a traumatic experience in childbirth, and that traumatic experience made you be like, watoi, nimechoka.
Sirudi hapo tena.
That's what in fact when you're telling the story, that's what I've been waiting to hear.
It is coming.
Oh, it comes. Lakini si childbirth.
Si childbirth. No. Because I feel as in the fact that it was a very successful birth, like there were no complications and whatnot. In my head, I feel like that's normal. Like every woman goes through that.
Yeah, the pain is
exactly. So the pain is there.
It's part of the process.
Yeah, for everybody. And as long as it's a good birth, like hakuna complications or anything like that, then you're very lucky.
Yes.
You're actually among the few
in fact, that's why I asked about C-section. I asked because those things are
natural birth. Natural birth. So we're in the hospital for 2 days. 2 days only, because you know normal birth after hapo they just release you to go. And for me everything was
normal,
flawless. Like everything was just flowing very nicely. Mimi sikuwa stories za pesa nini. Mimi nilikuwa tu naona kila kitu inaenda tu vizuri. Anyway, sasa stories later hapo ndio anakuja kuniambia acha nikwambie. Hiyo 28,000 because the cost for my entire stay, the birth, everything was coming to 28K. But 28K was a lot of money back in the that time. Bado ilikuwa pesa.
Remember, msee ana hustle.
Exactly, no, hiyo tu ni hustler. Yeah, but ananiambianga her other sister, Grace, came through, like his family members came through, nini, at least pesa ikapatikana hospital. He had some money. But unajua tu vile bili ya hosi inaendanga, unaambiwa itakuwa 10,000.
Yep.
By the time the final bill is coming, 3 times the amount. Yeah, but I remember us now going home, and it was kawaida tu awanini, Philip, Abel.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So ulirudi Pangani?
Yes.
Na Philo bado wako huko?
Hapana. So
it's going to be like a new dad.
Yeah, a 2 weeks before I gave birth, Philip had now moved.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So he had now moved, but he moved hapo tu.
Next door.
Next door. So another apartment block. Hapo, right, like tunatembea kwake tu hivi unaingia. Yeah. But we continued living vile tulikuwa tunaishi before. Like food, nini, kila kitu tulikuwa tunaishi. Huko kwake alikuwa tu anaenda kulala. Yes. As long as I can remember, by the way, tumeishi tu hivyo na Philip.
Nice.
Hata kama ako na nyumba yake,
it's still the same.
Ilikuanga tu ni ya kwenda tu huko kulala, but everything else happens.
Tuko pamoja.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. Hey, but I remember the first 2 weeks, because we get home and Abel's sister Miriam, the same one who was going to Gikomba to buy nini, came to stay with us. Before hata tuanze kufikiria house girl nini, Miriam came to stay with us from day one after nimerudi home. Na tukakane, I think we stayed with Miriam for almost a month.
Oh.
Yeah, her taking care of me, cooking, taking care of the baby when I need to sleep. Hizo vitu zote.
That's God sent.
Imagine.
That's a nice ease into motherhood.
It was really, and the fact that ni family So you don't feel like ni stranger, ulikuwa feel too like I'm just surrounded by family. So that was really nice until now she had to go back to school. Alikuwa anafanya stories za catering or something. Yeah, then that is when now my sister mwenye ananifuata, Njesh, came to live with us.
Oh, for real?
Yes. But Njesh alikuja ndio apply for college. So she applied for college at Kenya Institute of Management in town. So tulikuwa tunakanea, alikuwa ananisaidia na mtoto vitu kama hizo na ile time hayuko shule. And we stayed with my sister for almost 4 years.
4?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Richie, by the time nikipata Mumbus in January 2010.
2010.
Yeah, so she's born January 5th because it was 12:05 a.m. It was the following day.
5 minutes past.
Exactly. So by the time I was getting Mumbus, I was still in college, remember? But now this was my final term. Yeah, shule.
To finish.
Before I graduate. Yes, to finish kabisa. Before I graduate. And this term is usually very crucial. Because this is the term that you do your projects. Ndio mnafanya school projects, ndio mnafanya kila kitu. And then is because of the course I was taking film and TV, our projects are not unakaa kwa computer unafanya.
Yeah,
you're going for shoots.
Yes.
You're shooting documentaries, you're shooting short movies, you're doing all these things. Na ni set, na ni hectic. And if you want to graduate by the end of that year, you needed to have completed your full course. Richie, 2 weeks after kupata mtoto, nilikuwa nimerudi shule.
No way.
Yes.